YouTube, what's going on, everybody? This is Nacho Man Ronnie Savage, also known as Ron, coming back at y'all with another little video. Today, I want to talk about my boy Rocky again, just because he has so many different interesting tales, and I don't know, he's a funny guy. But please watch that first video about him. Kind of give y'all a little lowdown on what type of person he is. He's a great liar, or should I say, a great storyteller. But anyhow, uh, run down on Rocky. Like I said, he's a 6'7", Caucasian male, weighs no less than 350 pounds. You would think he'd be able to handle himself in any situation. So he was telling me about where he grew up at and his school system, and everything. So okay, I'm about to hop right into character. This is Rocky. So yeah, Ron. I'll tell you, like the neighborhood I grew up in, like my family, we were the only white family in the whole neighborhood. It was myself, my two brothers, and my mother. Uh, my father, he was never around. He was always doing drugs, but he was never there. But yeah. So one particular day I was going to school, and like I say, I was the only white person in the school other than Mr. John, who was the custodial worker. We were the only two white people there. Everybody else was Afro American, blacks. Um, and like I said, that's why I have a love for African American blacks right now because there's not a racist bone in my body. I love you guys. You guys are the best. I mean, y'all make the best fried chicken. Okay, I don't know why he went into all them details, but anyway, carry on with the story, Rocky. So yeah, so I was late for school one day. I overslept, studying so hard for this test, and I overslept. So I was going to class, and I was the only person in the hallway, so I thought. And I was walking down the hallway. I saw one of the star football players named Raheem. He was breaking into someone's locker. It wasn't his locker because his locker was like right close to mine. But yeah, he was breaking into her locker, and I seen him steal a phone. I also seen him take some money out of that locker. So me being the person that I am, I felt that that wasn't right, and it was only right for me to tattle on him and let everybody and let the proper authorities know what was going on with that situation. So I walked by my classroom and I went to the principal office. Went to go see Mr. Jenkins. I was like, Mr. Jenkins, had some information on one of our star football players. Just caught him in an act that wasn't right, and I feel the need that I have to share that with you, and hopefully you'll be able to handle the situation and do something about it. So Mr. Jenkins was like, Rocky, are you sure you want to do that? Because I can't protect you. So I didn't know what he meant when he said that, but I was like, okay, Mr. Jenkins, look, I don't feel right unless I divulge this information, so I need to tell, and we'll just let bygones be bygones or let the chips fall where they may. Okay, whatever. So, what happened next, Rocky? So I told him, I said, well, I seen Raheem breaking into it, and he stopped me before I can finish. He was like, okay, okay. Now, you know Raheem is the star player on our team. You know, if he gets kicked off the team, you know, that's your ass. I was like, look, Mr. Jenkins, I understand, but I seen Raheem doing the unthinkable, and he should be a leader in the community, and I'm very upset about it. So Mr. Jenkins told me again, he was like, are you sure, Rocky? Because I'm going to act like I didn't hear that name. I said, I am sure, Mr. Jenkins. So Mr. Jenkins went and got Raheem out of class. He found the phone on him and the money, and Raheem was kicked out of school. So walking down the hallway, because like I did a great deed, I'm thinking I'm a hero. I walked past some girls and I heard them say, "Yeah, you know the only white guy in the class in the whole school. He told on Raheem and got him kicked out of school. Now you know we're gonna lose every game this year." So I was like, "Well, I'm the only white person in this whole school other than Mr. John, and Mr. John's not a student. He's a custodial worker." So I went to class and everybody was giving me the eye, looking at me crazy, and I was just like, "Okay, well, whatever. I did the right thing, Jiminy Christmas." I'm just gonna have to live with the consequences. So as I was going home from school that day, I got out. I had, got out of class and I was walking home. I was walking through the neighborhood and I noticed like I seen a large group of the black kids like all standing around the lake neighborhood. So I'm like, what's going on here? So this white girl named Shaquanda, excuse me, it was a black girl named Shaquana. She walked up to me and she had a ham sandwich, it was a thick ham sandwich on white bread in her hand, and she was eating it. And she came up to me and she said, you got Raheem kicked out the football team, stupid cracker." And she smacked me, and it left a big red spot on my face. It was a big red handprint on my face. And I was just like, Shaquana, why would you do such a thing? I have never done anything to you. Like, we've always been cordial to each other. I mean, we used to play when we were kids. That before you got Raheem kicked out the team, now we're going to lose every game. Oh my gosh. So I kept trying to walk and she was following me. So like I said, I walked up on a group. It was at least like 50 black people. And they were all crowded around me. So I seen Raheem and Raheem looked very upset. He's like, "We're gonna settle this right now." So he sent like two of the guys off the football team to come at me. So I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to use my martial arts skills again. I mean, I really don't want to do this. I'm a peaceful guy. I don't like violence, but I'm gonna have to protect myself. So I mean, Ron, I play a lot of video games, so it felt like a video game. It felt like, okay, I gotta fight the small bosses. Then once I dispatch them, then it's gonna be me and Raheem. We're gonna have to take. It's gonna be a tango between the two of us. So the two guys they came up to me and they charged me. So I jumped over one, and then I caught one with a spinning flying kick and knocked his teeth out. Immediately he started crying and he told his mom, "Oh, I didn't tell you that I could do karate." And so he ran off to his mama. So then the other guy, like I grabbed him in the head, like I was punching him, 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 punched him until he threw up, and then like I kicked him in the chest, and he fell on the ground. So it was over with as far as he goes. So next, it's only me and Raheem left. So we're looking each other eye to eye. Raheem's mad. I can see the steam coming off his head, and he was all like, "I'm gonna whoop this cracker's ass. I'm gonna beat that cracker down. This cracker got me kicked off the football team over what? An iPhone 5 and $20." I was just like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to fight Raheem. This is the only way I'm able to get everybody in the crowd to disperse. So Raheem came at me and we were going at it toe to toe. Like I said, we're about the same size and we were going at it toe to toe. Like we were wrestling, wrestling, wrestling. So I picked him up and I body slammed him. He hopped right back up like it didn't even hurt him or anything. So he came at me, he charged me, he caught me with a left and a right, and I got dazed for a minute. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go into my martial arts secret stash. I'm gonna have to do something. It's got to end this fight real quickly. So when he came charging at me, I caught him with an elbow, right there, right on the side of his chest right there, and I broke his collarbone. So I broke his collarbone. He fell down. He was in so much pain and agony, and that was it. They ended it. I mean, they ended the fight right there. Um, the girl, that had the sandwich, she came up to. She did. You were in it right. He's career. You was a savage. You was a savage. And so then, like I told everybody, look, I don't want any trouble. We've all been growing up together. We're all been friends and family. We shouldn't let this little incident break us apart. I'm sorry that I tattled on Raheem, but it was the right thing to do. So then they just parted like the Red Sea, and I walked home. That was it. That's the end of the story. Yeah, yeah, I beat the big boss, and the girl that slapped me with the ham sandwich, she finished her sandwich, and I went home. Yeah, I never had any more trouble after that. Never heard from Raheem again. In his football career because obviously he needed his collarbone. Okay. All right. All right. Well, let's get back to work, Ross. Thanks for sharing the story. I don't know. Like I say, sound made up to me, but he said it was true, so we'll roll with that. Anyway, I don't know. I ain't know what to say about this story. All they gotta say, Peace.